Is your pregnancy test wrong? 100%. And here's how. The U.S. Office of Women's Health states that traditional pregnancy tests are 99% accurate. But then again, women love to exaggerate. Pregnancy tests work by testing your urine for the hormone HCG, which stands for His Cum Got Ya. So as long as you urinate on the stick, the test will detect the pregnancy hormone. Unless you accidentally dilute your urine, because you've got paruresis, shy bladder syndrome. Nothing to be ashamed of. 20 million other Americans are currently pee bashful. So, to make your piss flow confidently, you chug 2 gallons of water. And it works. Your piss sprays like champagne at Gatsby's house. Only problem is you've unknowingly flushed all the HCG pregnancy hormone out of your system. The test reads not pregnant, but it's a lie. In 9 months, you won't be the only one pissing, because your pregnancy test is wrong. Let's say your piss is perfectly concentrated. So when your test reads not pregnant, it should be accurate, unless your boyfriend's sperm has low motility. Happens to 7% of men, and it means his schlong jelly moves at a significantly slower pace. So even though you've waited the recommended amount of time to take the test, 8 weeks, it's actually too early. His trouser gravy is still sliding up your cervix. Your test says not pregnant, but in 9 months, his bonk juice will have turned into your baby, because your pregnancy test was wrong. Let's say your boyfriend's man chowder isn't slow, and you have no problem peeing on command. Very cool. But you've got a narrow urethra, which means your piss is more of a Pollock, less of a Rothko, which is why you opt to piss in a cup. Dunk your tester stick in a mug filled with your liquid gold. But you're not only a messy peer, you're also a messy cleaner. And your cup is covered in apple juice. And the sugars in apple juice interfere with the enzymes in a pregnancy test and cause a false positive, 100% confirmed. So after 3 minutes, your test says pregnant, but your orchard will not bear fruit, because your pregnancy test is wrong. Let's say you never drink apple juice. The only drink you allow yourself is milk. You drink it by the gallon because you love a challenge. But what you don't realize is this cow cream came from a commercial dairy farm that, to fulfill milk demands, pumps its cows full of sex hormones. Sex hormones that are now inside you. And your over-the-counter pregnancy test is not equipped to tell the difference between human and cow HCG. Here comes jism versus here's cow jism. So when your pregnancy test says pregnant, you have no idea that it's bovine, not baby. Your pregnancy test is wrong. Let's say there's nothing wrong with your urine. It's a 10 out of 10 piss. So, when your test result says pregnant, you're sure it's correct. But the piss is not the problem. It's the product. Because your pregnancy test is expired. You got it at a local pharmacy, staffed by teens. And teens aren't going to restock the shelves. They're too busy watching TikToks. Your perfect piss is all for naught, because your pregnancy test is dead. Okay. Let's say you're done with over-the-counter pregnancy tests. I get it, too risky. You go to the gyno, get an ultrasound. And on that table, it's irrefutable. You hear a heartbeat. Except what you failed to tell your gyno is you just joined a gang. And for the initiation, they made you swallow a goldfish. Made you chase it with a skinny girl margarita, which is mostly water. So your fish is alive and kicking. That heartbeat you hear is not a neonate's, it's Nemo's. You're not pregnant, but Nemo is, with 1,000 babies. You're gonna give birth to a fish's children. So yes, your pregnancy test is wrong. It's just a matter of when and how. Let's say you avoid all the errors while taking your pregnancy test. It's still important to know how to properly read the results. Most people don't realize a pregnancy test should be read like a magic eye poster. To properly read a result, you must first take the test right up to your eyes, let them loosen and almost go cross-eyed, and then slowly move the test back away from your eyes. What first looked like a one pink not pregnant line is actually a rocket ship. Simply consult the legend on the inside of the pregnancy box. And if you buy a box that gives you 2 pregnancy tests, that doesn't mean you're getting an extra test. That means it's one test that requires 2 sticks. You must take both at once and then apply the rules of algebra. A positive and a negative result means your test is negative. And a positive and a positive result means your test is positive. But a negative and a negative result means your test is positive. And if your pharmacy is out of pregnancy tests, thermometers work just as well. Simply place it under your armpit and wait. 98 degrees. Not only do I know I'm pregnant, I also know that the father is Nick Lachey. I'm Dr. Expert Natasha Vainblad, and your worst fear has been confirmed.